Hello, aspiring biologists. Welcome to an exciting journey into the microscopic world. Today, we're exploring a fascinating aspect of bacteria and fungi, their types of movement. You might wonder how these tiny organisms, often invisible to the naked eye, navigate their environments or spread so effectively. We'll uncover the secrets of their motion, from the simplest wiggles to complex dispersal strategies. We'll start with the basics, then dive deeper into their ingenious mechanisms, analyze their ecological roles, and finally, explore how we can harness or counter their movements for economic benefit. Let's begin. Let's kick things off with the easy level, where we'll get a basic understanding of how these tiny organisms get around. Bacteria and fungi, though microscopic, are living organisms just like us. And just like us, they need to move. Whether it's to find food, escape danger, or simply spread to new, more favorable locations, movement is crucial for their survival and growth. For bacteria, a common and very effective way to move is by using tiny, whip-like structures called flagella. Imagine these flagella acting like miniature propellers, pushing the bacterium through liquids. Fungi, on the other hand, often rely on an entirely different strategy. They produce and disperse tiny reproductive units called spores, which can travel far and wide. So, why does this movement matter, especially from an economic perspective? When bacteria can move, they become highly efficient at finding new sources of food, which is essential for processes like fermentation. Think about how lactobacillus bacteria move through milk to convert lactose into lactic acid, making yogurt. However, this same ability to move also allows harmful bacteria to spread diseases more easily. Similarly, fungal spores are incredibly light and can be carried by wind or water over vast distances. This rapid dispersal helps fungi colonize new areas quickly, leading to issues like mold on our food or widespread plant diseases, impacting agriculture and food security. Now, let's test your understanding with a few quick questions. First, what is the main structure bacteria use for movement? Second, how do most fungi spread to new places? And finally, can you give one example of how microbial movement can be economically important? Take a moment to think about your answers. Ready to dive a bit deeper? In the medium level, we'll explore the specific mechanisms of bacterial and fungal movement and their direct economic implications. Bacteria are masters of motility, employing various methods to navigate their microscopic worlds. The most prominent mechanism involves flagella, which are long, helical filaments made primarily of a protein called flagellin. These flagella don't just wave, they rotate like tiny propellers, driven by a sophisticated molecular motor embedded in the bacterial cell membrane. This rotation allows bacteria to swim efficiently. What's even more fascinating is their ability called chemotaxis. Bacteria can sense chemical gradients in their environment and direct their movement towards beneficial substances like nutrients or away from harmful toxins. Economically, this means motile bacteria can efficiently colonize substrates in industrial fermenters, boosting product yields. Conversely, pathogenic bacteria use this very motility to invade host tissues and spread infections. Unlike bacteria, individual fungal cells, which are typically part of a larger network of hyphae, generally don't move. Their primary mode of spreading involves the dispersal of spores. These spores are reproductive cells, often incredibly lightweight, allowing them to be carried by environmental forces like wind, water, or even animals. Once a spore lands in a suitable, moist environment, it germinates and grows into a network of thread-like structures called hyphae, which then spread through the substrate, seeking nutrients. This rapid and widespread spore dispersal has significant economic consequences. It can lead to devastating plant diseases, causing substantial crop losses, and is a major factor in the spoilage of food items. On the beneficial side, It also allows helpful fungi, like those forming mycorrhizal associations, to colonize plant roots over large areas, enhancing nutrient uptake for crops. Beyond flagella, some bacteria exhibit other forms of movement, such as gliding motility, where they slide over surfaces without the aid of flagella, often involving the secretion of slime. While less common in typical bacteria and fungi, some fungi-like organisms, such as slime molds, can display amoeboid movement using temporary extensions called pseudopods. It's important to remember that all tiny particles, including non-motile bacteria and spores, will exhibit Brownian motion, a random jiggling caused by water molecules, but this isn't self-propulsion. Crucially, environmental factors like moisture, nutrient availability, and temperature heavily influence the type and efficiency of microbial movement. Understanding this is vital. For instance, motile bacteria are more effective in bioremediation by reaching pollutants, and knowledge of spore dispersal helps design better food packaging to prevent spoilage. Now, let's consolidate your knowledge with some medium-level questions. First, explain the primary mechanism of movement for most bacteria. Second, describe two ways fungal spores are dispersed. Third, how does bacterial chemotaxis benefit the bacterium? Fourth, give an example of how fungal movement, specifically spore dispersal, can be economically detrimental. And finally, besides flagella, what is another type of bacterial movement mentioned? Take your time to formulate comprehensive answers. Alright, let's step up the challenge. In the hard level, we'll analyze the intricate details of microbial movement and connect them to broader biological theories and significant economic impacts. Bacterial flagella are more diverse than you might think. They come in various arrangements: a single flagellum, monotrichous, multiple at one pole, lophotrichous, one or more at both poles, amphitrichous, or distributed all over the surface, peritrichous. Each arrangement offers different swimming advantages. The flagellar motor itself is a marvel, a complex rotary engine powered by the proton motive force, PMF, across the cell membrane, allowing rotations up to 100,000 rpm. Chemotaxis isn't just random. Bacteria use specialized chemoreceptors to detect chemical gradients, signaling the flagellar motor to switch between running, smooth swimming, and tumbling, reorienting. Economically, this sophisticated motility is a key virulence factor for pathogens like Salmonella *, enabling them to penetrate host tissues and spread infection. Conversely, engineered motile bacteria can be designed for targeted delivery in bioremediation, improving pollutant degradation. Even in biofilm formation, the initial movement and attachment of bacteria are critical steps with huge economic implications in medicine and industry. Fungi employ diverse strategies for spore dispersal, broadly categorized into passive and active release. Passive dispersal relies on external forces. Wind carries small, lightweight spores like Conidia of Aspergillus or rust fungi, leading to widespread agricultural epidemics. Water dispersal sees spores adapted to swim or float, spreading diseases in moist environments. Animals can also act as vectors, attracted by sticky spores or fruiting bodies, dispersing them after consumption. Active spore discharge, seen in fungi like mushrooms, involves the forceful ejection of ballistospores using a hydrostatic mechanism, allowing them to escape the stagnant air layer around the fruiting body and catch air currents. Understanding these specific dispersal mechanisms is crucial for economic management. It helps in timing fungicide applications in agriculture to combat plant pathogens and in designing advanced filtration systems in the food industry to prevent spoilage and contamination from airborne spores. The remarkable diversity of microbial movement and dispersal mechanisms highlights their evolutionary advantage, enabling bacteria and fungi to colonize vast ecological niches, access varied resources, and rapidly respond to environmental changes. Their movements are often precisely regulated by environmental cues like nutrient availability, light, oxygen, and pH, optimizing their survival and growth. This movement is not just about individual survival, it plays a critical economic role in nutrient cycling, as motile decomposer bacteria and fungi efficiently break down organic matter, returning essential nutrients to the soil. Furthermore, movement allows bacteria to find and establish symbiotic relationships, such as nitrogen-fixing bacteria associating with plant roots, which enhances plant growth and reduces the need for synthetic fertilizers. However, the ability of pathogenic bacteria to move and form protective biofilms also contributes to antimicrobial resistance, posing a significant economic burden on healthcare systems. Industrially, controlling microbial movement can optimize processes like fermentation or prevent costly biofouling. It's time for some hard-hitting questions. First, describe the different flagellar arrangements found in bacteria and how they might influence movement efficiency. Second, explain the concept of bacterial chemotaxis and its significance for microbial survival. Third, distinguish between passive and active spore dispersal in fungi, providing an example for each. Fourth, how does the motility of pathogenic bacteria contribute to their economic impact on human health? Fifth, discuss how understanding fungal spore dispersal can aid in agricultural disease management. Sixth, explain the role of the proton motive force in bacterial flagellar movement. And finally, in what ways can microbial movement be harnessed for bioremediation efforts? Challenge yourself to provide detailed and insightful answers. You've made it to the hardest level. Here, we'll delve into the molecular intricacies, cutting-edge applications, and profound ecological implications of microbial movement, pushing the boundaries of your understanding. The bacterial flagellum is not just a simple web, it's a true nanomachine, a self-assembling rotary motor made of over 40 distinct proteins. Its main parts include the basal body, which houses the motor and is embedded in the cell envelope, a flexible hook, and the filament, which acts as the propeller. This incredible motor is powered by the proton motive force, or PMF, an electrochemical gradient of protons or sodium ions across the cell membrane. This energy drives the rotation of specific motor proteins, allowing the flagellum to spin at astounding speeds, up to 100,000 revolutions per minute. A crucial switch complex within the basal body controls the direction of rotation, enabling the bacterium to alternate between smooth swimming and tumbling for navigation. Understanding this intricate molecular mechanism is vital for developing novel antimicrobials that specifically target bacterial motility, thereby preventing colonization and infection, a significant economic and medical goal. Fungal dispersal mechanisms extend far beyond simple passive release. Consider the ballistospore discharge in basidiomycetes like mushrooms. This active ejection involves the precise formation and merging of water droplets on the spore surface, rapidly shifting its center of mass and launching it forcefully. This allows spores to escape the boundary layer of air and be carried by larger air currents. Some fungi have evolved to use animal vectors, like cordyceps manipulating insect behavior for optimal spore spread, or truffles attracting animals with volatile compounds for dispersal. Rainsplash dispersal is another strategy, where fungal structures are adapted to release spores upon raindrop impact. These advanced mechanisms have huge economic implications. Efficient fungal dispersal contributes to widespread crop contamination by mycotoxins, causing significant economic losses and health concerns. Conversely, leveraging these dispersal strategies in beneficial fungi can enhance their use as biological control agents in agriculture, and understanding airborne spore patterns is critical for managing indoor air quality and preventing costly mold remediation. From an ecological and evolutionary standpoint, the sheer diversity of microbial movement strategies reflects a deep adaptation to specific environmental niches. Fast-swimming bacteria, for example, thrive in open water, while gliding bacteria are better suited for surface colonization. Motility provides a crucial competitive advantage, allowing microbes to rapidly exploit new nutrient patches and outcompete their sessile rivals. In host pathogen interactions, bacterial motility is often a key virulence factor, enabling pathogens to locate, penetrate, and disseminate within host tissues, while fungal spore dispersal is paramount for epidemic spread. Interestingly, some bacteria exhibit collective movement like swarming, regulated by quorum sensing, allowing them to move as a coordinated population, which enhances colonization and biofilm formation. However, maintaining this complex motility machinery is energetically costly, leading to evolutionary trade-offs where some microbes become non-motile in stable, nutrient-rich environments. Ultimately, motile bacteria and fungi play indispensable roles in global biogeochemical cycles, moving through soil and water to access and transform nutrients, directly impacting ecosystem services and agricultural productivity. The profound understanding of microbial movement is paving the way for exciting economic benefits and technological innovations. Researchers are engineering bacteria with modified flagella or enhanced chemotactic responses to achieve targeted drug delivery, directing therapeutic agents specifically to tumor sites or infection foci, minimizing side effects and improving treatment efficacy. Motile bacteria are also being explored as living biosensors to detect pollutants or specific chemicals, or even as components of biohybrid microrobots for environmental monitoring or micromanipulation. In bioremediation, genetically engineered motile bacteria with enhanced chemotaxis towards pollutants can significantly improve the efficiency of environmental cleanup operations. Optimizing fermentation processes by controlling bacterial motility and attachment within bioreactors can lead to higher yields and reduced production costs. Furthermore, understanding the initial attachment mechanisms of motile bacteria is critical for designing anti-fouling surfaces for ships, medical implants, and industrial pipes, saving billions in maintenance. Finally, manipulating fungal spore dispersal for targeted delivery of beneficial microbes or developing novel strategies to inhibit pathogen spread promises to revolutionize sustainable agriculture. Let's tackle the first 5 hardest questions. 1. Elaborate on the molecular mechanism by which the bacterial flagellum rotates, including the role of the proton motive force and the switch complex. 2. Explain the biophysical mechanism of ballistosporate discharge in basidiomycetes and its adaptive significance. 3. Discuss how quorum sensing can influence collective movement in bacteria and its implications for biofilm formation. 4. Analyze the evolutionary trade-offs associated with maintaining motility machinery in microorganisms. And 5. How can engineered bacterial motility be utilized for targeted drug delivery in medical applications? Good luck with these challenging questions. Now, for the remaining 5 hardest questions. 6. Describe the economic consequences of widespread mycotoxin contamination, linking it to fungal dispersal mechanisms. 7. Explain how understanding microbial movement patterns is crucial for designing effective anti-fouling solutions in industrial settings. 8. Discuss the role of environmental factors in regulating microbial motility and how this impacts their ecological functions. 9. Propose a hypothetical scenario where manipulating fungal spore dispersal could lead to significant advancements in sustainable agriculture. And 10. Beyond flagella and spores, describe another specialized movement or dispersal strategy in bacteria or fungi and its specific economic impact. These questions require deep thought and synthesis of information. And that concludes our in-depth exploration of the types of movement in bacteria and fungi and their profound economic importance. From the simple propeller-like flagella to complex spore dispersal strategies, these tiny organisms demonstrate remarkable adaptations that impact everything from human health and agriculture to industrial processes and environmental remediation. Understanding these movements is key to harnessing their benefits and mitigating their harms. If you enjoyed this detailed journey and want to continue expanding your knowledge, remember to visit synapse.omaps.in for more engaging content, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and new lessons. Keep exploring the amazing world of biology.